Hi guys, so I'm going to read Avengers number 3. So the Avengers. This is the issue you've been waiting for. The Hulk and Submariner versus the Avengers. One of the greatest battles of all time. The Avengers meet Submariner. He doesn't come in till page 15, but when he does, wow. Featuring the Incredible Hulk, Thor, Giant Man, Iron Man, the Wasp. Written by Stan Lee, illustrated by Jack Kirby, inked by P. Reinman, lettered by S. Rosen. A Marvel Comics group extravaganza of superhero stars. Holding their monthly meeting in the home of Tony Stark, millionaire weapons maker, the Avengers don't suspect he is really one of their members, the one called Iron Man.
I tell you, we've got to find the Hulk. So long as he is running wild, there's no telling what he'll do.
In our last issue, the Hulk unexpectedly quit the Avengers.
Iron Man is right. So says Thor.
But how do we find him?
He's one Joker you can't find the classified ads.
Anthony Stark, whose home we're using for this meeting, is not only a famous weapons inventor, but a master of all kinds of transistor-powered devices, such as this image projector. For example, it will enable me to put a search for the Hulk in motion in just a few seconds. Watch.
As Iron Man activates the projector, the device works like an ultra-frequency TV set, beaming his image in whichever direction he has set the circuits for.
Though I remain here, my image can be sent to any destination, like this.
Traveling at the speed of light, Iron Man's electronic image reaches its first objective, the world-famous skyscraper tower of New York's Baxter Building. Perhaps the most miraculous part of Stark's invention is the fact that the image that is projected can see, hear, and be heard also, wherever it is.
Forgive my sudden appearance, fella. I have a request to make. Send us a letter, pal. I got a date tonight, and I ain't breaking it for anyone. But I'm trying to locate the Hulk. I thought you might help. What do I look like? A bloodhound? Now step aside. You're breathing on my buttercups. I always heard that the thing was bad-tempered, but... there's the one I want. Mr. Fantastic.
Look, Reed, we've got company.
It's Iron Man. I'll turn off the flame meter.
The Avengers are trying to find the Hulk, Richards, and...
I'd like to help you, but as you can see, I'm in the middle of an experiment in flame control. I'm afraid the torch and I can't stop now.
Reed, I'm leaving for the fashion show now. And, you've got company.
Well, if you should hear anything about the Hulk...
If I do, I'll be happy to contact you. And now I can't let those ion tubes burn out.
If I bump into him at the fashion show, I'll give you a jingle. Ta-ta, boys.
Minutes later, after searching the city at unimaginable speeds, Iron Man finds... Why fight it, guys? It only hurt for a minute.
Spider-Man. Perhaps we can enlist his aid.
Suffering spiderwebs? I must be working too hard. I'm seeing things.
Don't be alarmed. I'm just trying to find the Hulk.
Look, do I tell you my troubles? I got my hands full right now. Why don't you try the Missing Persons Bureau?
Thanks for nothing, Sonny. But that reminds me. There is one more place I can try.
Seconds later, at Professor Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters.
Hey, where'd you come from?
What is this? Who dares interrupt our training period?
Sorry, sir, but this will only take a minute. If you happen to receive any word of the Hulk's whereabouts, I'd appreciate you contacting the Avengers. I took the liberty of barging in because the Angel had told me to contact you if I ever needed a favor.
So see Tales of Suspense number 49, Iron Man and the Angel. So I haven't read that one yet. I'll get to that probably within the month. Within the month I'll get to that one. But I see. We shall notify you, as you request, if we hear anything about the Hulk. And now my training class is still in session, so I'll thank you to leave by the same means as you arrived. Finally, Iron Man's electronic image returns to the Avengers meeting room.
I'm afraid I wasn't too successful. I alerted the Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, and the X-Men, but they're all pretty much wrapped up in their own affairs right now. Anyway, I had a chance to test my image projector. Before we set out on a time-consuming worldwide search, why don't we contact young Rick Jones?
That Thor's right. He's the only one who can control the Hulk. Perhaps he can find him.
He's a shortwave radio ham. He's probably at his set right now.
And, halfway across the country, in the great Southwest, a grim-faced teenager receives the Avengers' message.
I understand, sir. He might be in this area. It's his old stomping grounds. I'll start searching at once.
A half hour later,
the Hulk is too dangerous to roam out of control. He might... Hey! What's that?
Stay back, boy! Stay back! Don't come any further! There's some kind of monster loose back there. Biggest creature I ever saw. I'm going to notify the police right now.
I'm in luck. It must be the Hulk. I've got to reach him before the police do. I was right. There he is now. But what's he doing? Why is he reaching into that lake?
Here it is. I knew I'd find it. Some fool stranger drove this thing right into the lake and ran off as soon as he saw me.
Hulk, it's me, Rick. Listen to me. The police will be coming after you soon. You've got to return to your cave.
Bah! Why should I run? I've done nothing wrong.
But people are scared of you. You know that. And in their panic, they try to destroy what they fear.
Swayed by Rick's words, the Hulk hurls himself into the air with the mightiest leg muscles on Earth, as the slim teenager clings to his shoulders. A short time later, they enter a hidden cave that leads deep under the ground.
I'm sick of running. Why should I fear other humans? I can smash them all!
You don't mean that, Hulk. You're tired. You need a rest.
Soon, the incredible creature stands in front of a strange ray machine, a machine built by the man he once was.
Don't move now. I'll flip the switch.
Seconds later, the massive Herculean body is bombarded by a blast of blinding gamma rays. Gamma rays, the mysterious discovery of Bruce Banner so many months ago. The rays that turned Banner himself into the Hulk. Finally, the onslaught ends. And where stood the titanic form of the Hulk, we now find the stunned, exhausted figure of Dr. Bruce Banner, atomic scientist.
The nightmare is over. I'm myself again. It's lucky for you. You get worse each time you become the Hulk. You get harder to control. You gotta rest now, Doc. Everything's gonna be okay. Lock the cavern door, Rick. And don't leave me, in case I change again. I don't dare.
And so the boy's long vigil begins.
It's all my fault. He became the Hulk when he saved my life by letting the gamma rays hit him. I can't ever desert him.
But behind the massive door, as the night drags on,
Can't sleep. Can't stop thinking of the Hulk. It's the gamma rays. Rick didn't give me a strong enough dose. Can't remain as Bruce Banner.
But why should I remain as the weak Banner? Why shouldn't I be the Hulk? Why be a puny scientist when I can be the most powerful man walking the earth?
and then, with the sudden fury of a thunderclap,
He's the Hulk again, and he's stronger than ever. Hulk! Wait, stop! No use. He doesn't even hear me. He's completely out of control.
frantic minutes later, at a local teen brigade radio room,
Let me at that set. Condition red. Look, guys, it's Rick.
grimly, the young leader of the teen brigade sends out an urgent call.
Calling Avengers. Calling Avengers. Have located Hulk. He's in New Mexico. Sector B. On the rampage. Come at once.
And, 2,000 miles to the east, at the home of Tony Stark,
Come at once.
this is it. The Hulk must be stopped. Even the other Avengers don't know that Tony Stark is really Iron Man. Just as I don't know their secret identities. Well, I got to alert them now. Later, at the lab of Giant Man and the Wasp, a private phone rings and...
It's Iron Man. The Hulk has been found.
We'll leave at once. Get the location from him. I can travel faster in my flying ant. So take your shrinking capsule.
Didn't anyone ever teach you to say please, lover boy?
Now for the Hulk. Giant Man and the Wasp are on their way. And I called Thor's private number and left a message.
We'll reach the airport in minutes and hitch a ride on the fastest jet. Know something, handsome? You look like the poor man's Ben-Hur on that silly ant.
While, at the consulting room of Dr. Don Blake. It's been a busy day, and I'm rather tired, Jane. So I'm closing the office early.
Oh, Don, if only you didn't pamper yourself so. If only you were more rugged.
But, once alone in his office, the pampered Dr. Blake strikes his walking stick once upon the floor, and the mighty Thor appears.
Now for the Hulk. Iron Man's message said he was sighted in New Mexico, Sector B. It will not take the Avengers long to reach the spot, for we each have our own unique methods of travel.
Sometime later, having been first to leave, Iron Man is first to arrive at the appointed place, only to see...
There's Rick, but why is he trying to wave me away?
The Avenger in the iron garb gets his answer, one staggering second later. Recovering from a blow that would have finished any human not protected by an armored suit, Iron Man quickly manipulates his short-range power repulsor. And then...
One brief transistor-powered energy blast should give me a few seconds' time to think of a plan. I'll direct the beam at those boulders in front of the Hulk. This won't stop him, but it's sure to slow him down. Bah! Is that the best you can do? The Hulk doesn't need an iron suit to get his power. If I can force some of these cactus needles into the openings of his suit, they may put him out of action. You're wasting your time, fella. Why don't you stop fighting and let me talk to you?
But as the Hulk is in no mood to be reasoned with, and as the cactus needles continue to fly, they seem like huge javelins to two newcomers to the scene.
Take cover, Wasp. Head for that anthill.
You don't have to tell me twice, playmate. Wait, Hank. The Hulk ran out of cactus needles. No need to take cover now.
Do as I said, Jan. I have a reason for entering the anthill.
Once inside, the astonishing Henry Pym communicates with the ants by means of his unique cybernetic helmet.
Why don't you turn into Giant Man, Hank? He can do lots more than tiny Ant-Man can.
Wrong, Jan. Even Giant Man can't match the Hulk's strength. This calls for cunning.
Obeying the orders transmitted by Ant-Man, the diligent insects drop countless pebbles into a fast-rushing underground stream. While up above, Iron Man continues to try to reason with the Hulk.
We don't want to fight you, Hulk, but we can't let you run amok through the countryside. You've got to stay with us. Work with us as a team. No, you can't fool me. You all hate me. Fear me because I'm the strongest. If I stay with you, you'll find some way to destroy me.
Meantime, directly under the Hulk's feet, the pebbles have dammed up the underground stream, and the rushing water, having no place to go, bursts to the surface, causing the ground underfoot to crumble.
This must be the work of Ant-Man, to trap the Hulk.
But the plan proves to be in vain, for the Hulk's unbelievably strong leg muscles catapult him to safety.
Here's where I snap that armored plate of yours like a tin can. Don't count on it, Buster. I'm not exactly helpless up here. Did I ever tell you about my magnetic repulsors? How they can spin a body around in the air, attracted by its iron content? Let me have him, Iron Man.
Dizzy from the rapid whirling he has endured, the Hulk seizes a natural rock formation below and uses it to break his spin as Thor appears on the scene.
This'll slow me down. Hear me, Hulk. I am not as merciful as Iron Man. I order you to return with the Avengers, or suffer my wrath. Just wait till my head clears, Longhair, and then we'll see who does the suffering. Careful, Thor. He's capable of anything. Tin Man, you don't know just how capable I am. And now I'm going to give you a demonstration. You want me? Come and get me. After him. We'll do that little thing. I was hoping you'd do that. When you go up, I'll crash down again. Nobody knows this part of the country like I do. I figured it perfect. Landed right in this old abandoned mine shaft. By the time they figure out which tunnel I took, it'll be too late for them. I thought I heard a train rumbling overhead. Just what I need. There he goes. We've got him now. They're faster than I thought. There's got to be some way to make him stop hounding me.
Suddenly, the Incredible Hulk seizes the empty caboose in his powerful hands and...
Here! Chew on this for a while!
But mighty Thor and Iron Man crash through the flying car as though it were made of cardboard.
That hammer of yours sure is a handy gizmo to have around, Thor. If that didn't stop you, this will! Hulk, wait! You can't keep this up forever. You can't fight all of us. Can't battle all of mankind. Who says I can't? Have to drop off. Can't let that crane hit me. Still after me, huh, Thunder God? Okay, I'm ready for you. All I gotta do is grab me a hunk of this steel cable. There! Can't do much harm with a hammer of yours if you can't swing it. Don't discount my strength, Hulk. I'll break free of this cable as soon as I flex my muscles. Maybe so, but I'm not gonna hang around and... Wait! Giant Man! Where'd he come from?
He doesn't know that I followed on my flying ant, and then took a growth capsule to become Giant Man when I reached the train. Those flour bags you grabbed from the freight car won't do you any good, Hulk. You can't get away from me now.
That's what everybody says, but no one's caught me yet, big man. That overgrown arm of yours ain't too big for the Hulk to jump over. Now all I gotta do is shove this flour into the smokestack, like this.
So that's why he took the flour. He's created a smoke screen. I can't see. He's gone. I failed.
Don't reproach yourself, Giant Man. We've all failed, so far as the Hulk is concerned. It is because we do not wish to seriously injure him, so we pull our punches. That gives him the advantage.
Thor's right. Hulk tries every savage trick in the book, while we hold back, trying to reason with him, trying to save him from himself.
We've lost him now, boys. I saw the train when it sped through Centerville, but he wasn't aboard any longer.
Throughout the countryside, the search goes on. The search for the Hulk.
Have I seen the Hulk? Are you kidding? Have I ever saw him? I'll make this truck fly over the road.
But later, when the driver pumps his load of gravel into a stream, he is unaware that he is dumping more than plain gravel.
So far, so good. They'll never find me now.
Due to his incredibly powerful lungs, the Hulk can remain underwater for long periods of time. Although, like a whale, he must surface for air eventually.
The Gulf Stream isn't too far from here.
Finally, after days in the water, even the Hulk's mighty body is on the verge of complete exhaustion. And then, as he floats aimlessly in the cold Atlantic,
Hard to starboard! There's someone floating out there! It can't be human, and yet... Look! It's the Hulk! He'll drown us all! Don't be a fool, sailor! He's more dead than alive! Put him on deck and notify Washington immediately! Pull harder! He must weigh a ton!
but now our scene shifts to a secret undersea chamber, where we find...
So far, everything is working out perfectly. Little does the Hulk realize that his every movement is being followed by the monarch of the sea, Prince Namor, the Submariner. The Hulk's strength will return sooner than the humans suspect, and when it does, and when he abandons the ship, I'll be waiting for him.
True to Namor's prediction, the matchless strength of the Hulk does return in a short time. And then...
That small deserted island. Just the place for me. I can grab me a passing ship anytime I want to. But first, I want a place where I can be alone. Where I can plan my next moves against the human race that hates me.
But when the mighty creature reaches the isle, he finds...
I have been waiting for you, Hulk, and you should be flattered. For normally, the Submariner waits for nobody.
The Submariner? Get off this island, fishman! I'm sick of looking at puny humans. Sick of the sound of their voices.
Brainless dolt. You call me a human? I am Namor, Prince of Atlantis.
I don't care who you are. You look like a human. And that's enough to make me want to toss you clear back to the mainland.
What? You dare lay a hand on my royal personage? You have too much to learn, land-bound clod. And this is your first lesson.
You know something, little man? You shoot your mouth off too much. This'll quiet you down for a while. Like forever.
You still think you are dealing with a helpless human, do you? Well, we shall see. It is said that you are the strongest living creature on the surface of the earth. Well, know you this. Namor is strongest of all the sea creatures. And, once I am in the water, my own natural element, my power will even exceed yours.
Nothing stronger than the Hulk. Not on land or sea, or anywhere.
You witless fool. You dare to doubt a prince of the blood? Here, many fathoms in the deep, you are at my mercy. Here I am supreme. Now, while you're reeling, all I need do is to swim around you at whiplash speed to create a whirlpool that will drain all your remaining strength. I trust I have made my point clear, Hulk. You are the strongest of land creatures, while I am completely invincible when in the sea. We both share a burning hatred for the human race. If we act together, we can bring humanity to its knees.
You mean you want me to team up with you? Well, maybe it ain't such a bad idea at that. You're pretty tough for a little guy.
The humans are my sworn enemies. Because of them, I have lost my birthright, my people, everything I hold dear. See Fantastic Four Annual Number 1, Editor.
I don't go for all that flowery talk, but I hate humans too.
Then it is agreed. Our first mission shall be to deliver a smashing defeat to the accursed Avengers. I shall summon my electronically controlled command ship to take us to our destination. But once inside the ship,
I'll string along for a while, then smash him when he's off guard.
He's too strong, too undependable. When he served his purpose, I'll destroy him. Hours later, Namor's powerful command craft secretly glides under the surface to a mooring in the shadows of mighty Gibraltar. This is where we shall battle the Avengers, for here we have both land and water. Our strength can be used to our best advantage.
Sure. If you say so, Fishman.
Later, at Avengers HQ,
there's no doubt about it. The message is genuine. Submariner and the Hulk have joined forces and challenged us to battle.
Then this time there can be no pulling of punches. No mercy asked or given. Yes, by Asgard! This time we fight to the finish.
I hope it won't be your finish, handsome, because I'm still waiting to see what you'd look like in an Ivy League suit and a crew cut with those shoulders, those eyes.
Aren't you ever gonna grow up, Wasp? Haven't you anything else on your mind?
Well, happy day. Do I finally see a glint of green and those big blue eyes of yours? Now put me down, you big show-off. This is very undignified.
Not long afterwards, 4 of the world's most colorful evil smashers arrive at Gibraltar, within an experimental prototype model of a new deep-sea jet bathyscaphe, designed and built at the weapons factory of Anthony Stark.
Here we are. That Tony Stark sure can build a sub.
Wish we could have a talent like his in the Avengers.
You got me, gal. Too bad you don't know that Stark and Iron Man are the same fella. Let us be careful. They said they would be waiting in these old caves under the giant rock.
These caves were used by the British in World War II and later abandoned.
Interesting. I understand there are still weapons here that they left behind.
Look out! I see one of those weapons ahead.
The Wasp is right, for directly in front of the Avengers...
This is a waste of time. We can't stop him with an old howitzer cell.
I am aware of that, slow-witted one, but it might make Thor hurl his hammer, and as soon as it leaves his hand, we strike. But mighty Thor does not hurl his great weapon. Instead...
Stand back, all of you! No, Thor, it won't affect us, but the explosion may injure the Wasp. Let me handle it. There. I can make the shell reverse its trajectory with my magnetic repulsors.
It's heading right back towards Hulk and Submariner.
And because of lovely little me. How gallant!
Duck, you ponderous, slow-moving clod. You must not be injured while I have need for your brutish strength.
He thinks I'm just some kind of stooge, but he'll live to regret those words before I'm done.
No one knows how many transistor-powered weapons Iron Man has at his control. And so, I shall put him out of action first, like this.
He hit me with an emery dust pellet. It'll make my metal joints stiffen. I never expected... Go to his aid, my giant ally. I shall keep our two foes at bay with my enchanted mallet.
Never saw anything happen so fast. He's stiff as a board. Can't move. Wasp, fly through those caves quickly. See if you can find any old abandoned oxygen equipment, which may still be operational.
Will do, lover boy.
For the next few seconds, as the wonderful flying Wasp frantically searches the winding caves, Thor's thundering hammer ricochets from wall to wall.
Never have I witnessed such an awesome display of naked power.
And exactly 58 seconds later...
To me, my wondrous mallet.
Good work, Wasp. Just what I wanted. This old air raid life-saving equipment should do the trick. There! It's pumping out the emery dust. He's starting to move.
Meantime...
They're up to something else. I've got to follow. Together they're so powerful. I'm worried. For the first time.
The Avengers are just on the other side of this wall. Now stay back, Fishman. I'll show you what the Hulk can do.
I'll humor the thick-skinned fool for now, while I still need an ally.
Cover your ears, little man. They'll hear this halfway to Calcutta.
Not having time to take cover, the unseen Wasp bears the full brunt of the Hulk's savage eardrum-shattering blow, as the tiny adventuress suddenly blacks out. Seconds later, still dazed and weak, she tries valiantly to dodge the stones that fall all around her.
They may be only pebbles, but they're like huge boulders to me.
But, before the Hulk can launch another blow, in his effort to bring the walls down upon the Avengers, the fighting mad trio thunders toward the sound, or source of the sound.
They don't see me! I'll be trampled! Whew. Thank heavens the ground here is so uneven. I've had enough of being a lone wolf. I'm not leaving Giant Man's shoulder again till we're out of here.
While directly above the Avengers, your fists are too slow, my bestial partner. I've modified this old air raid alarm so that its shrill, high-piercing blast will destroy any living being who comes too close. But suddenly,
You're too little to be playing with such dangerous toys, fella.
Well done, Giant Man.
Though you are twice my size, my strength is still far greater than yours.
I won't interfere. I want to see how good that skinny fish face is without me.
but before the sea monarch can shift his weight in order to exert the maximum pressure,
He's all yours, Thor. Grab him.
No, Thor is too angry. Sometimes he doesn't know his own strength. We don't want to kill Submariner. Just reason with him. I'll try to stop him with my magnetic repulsor.
That was your first mistake, puny human. I expect no mercy, and I give none.
taken by surprise, Iron Man receives a crushing blow that damages his life-giving transistors.
Can't continue battle. Must repair chest device. If transistors stop functioning, I'm doomed.
And now to finish this charade.
Back, Submariner! Do not force me to strike your mortal body with my all-powerful mallet.
All-powerful, bah! I'll prove once and for all how overrated you are, you costumed clown.
You're the clown, Flathead, if you think you can let Thor alone. But now that you've proved you can fight, I'll just step in and lend you a hand. Once I get this blasted war club away from him, the rest will be easy. Nothing that lives can pry my hammer from the hand of Thor. You're not talking to some weakling thunder god. I'm still the Hulk, and I can do anything. He was right. It's both my hands against his one, and I can't budge the thing. But I gotta keep trying. I'm twice his size. I'm the Hulk. The Hulk!
Unexpectedly, at that very split second, the mighty Thor releases his grip on the Uru hammer, and it whirls through the cave like a thing alive.
I weary of this game. The hammer is yours, if you can grasp it. My muscles ache for battle, not tests of strength.
Stay back, Hulk. I'll get the hammer. I'm faster than you.
Fool! Do you still not see that none but Thor can possess my mallet? To me again, my enchanted club.
Step aside, Thor. I want another crack on this arrogant little freak.
None must ever learn that I return to my mortal identity as Dr. Blake, if my hammer is ever out of my hand for more than 60 seconds.
Hulk, where are you? I need you now. To my side, you lumbering oaf.
You'll never call me names like that, Namor. I'll help you all right. And when we've beaten the Avengers, I'll finish you next.
But before the massive human dreadnought can reach his ally, a sudden change comes over him. And there, in the gloom of the underground cave,
No!
I've become Bruce Banner again. It must have been the excitement, the stress. I'm my normal self. They haven't seen me yet. They mustn't. There's still a chance. If I run, I can still escape while they battle Namor. In another few seconds,
We might have won or been destroyed ourselves. But now, we'll never know. Perhaps it's better this way. As Bruce Banner, I have no hatred for the Avengers. I have nothing but a desire to flee to safety.
Still think you're stronger than me, little man?
My power is leaving me because I have been out of the water for so long. I need the Hulk. Where is he? Has he deserted me?
Hold him thus, giant man, while I find the Hulk again. Victory is now within our grasp.
But in a last effort, Namor uses his winged feet to whirl himself around. And this will prove that none can defeat the monarch of the sea.
Iron Man has repaired his armor. I'll drive Namor towards him with my hammer.
As Thor promised, his hammer whirls around Namor, driving him into the magnetic repulsor field of Iron Man, where he is temporarily pinned against the stone wall.
Now I am free to battle the Hulk, but there is no trace of him. He has fled.
He has deserted me, betrayed me. Now I realize no human can be trusted. I despise you all.
I've got news for you, brother. It's mutual. You're growing weaker by the minute, Namor. Why don't you give up? Let's try and talk this out.
Never, while life remains within me. I shall fight you. I shall fight all mankind.
With one last prodigious effort, the Submariner cracks the wall behind him, as the water trickling down from above drips upon his steel-muscled body.
Water! At last, water!
Then, as new strength, new power surges into every fiber of his being,
I'm free! Nothing can hold me now!
Thor, he's escaping. Only your hammer can stop him. Hurl it!
No, I have too much respect for his valor. Namor has earned his escape.
Thor's right. It's a pity the Submariner isn't on our side.
We've made a bad mistake. He doesn't fight by our rules. We may live to regret this.
And as the Prince of the Sea returns to his natural habitat,
on land I could not defeat them all, but I pray we meet again, under the sea. Ah, how different the ending shall be.
And so, the Avengers return home, weary and sad of heart, for they all sense that the adventure they have just concluded is but the prelude to a far bigger, a far more dangerous adventure to come. One thing you have learned to expect from the mighty Marvel Group is the unexpected, and we promise you that the movie-length tale in next issue's Avengers will feature super characters and super surprises to exceed your wildest expectations. And that's the end. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be appreciated. If you have any requests you want me to do, just let me know down in the comments down below, and I'll tell you when I can do the request. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.